It's a growing problem not limited to this country. Fine dust particles clog up the air we breathe, posing untold dangers to our health. The Korean government has initiated a number of measures designed to encourage the public to stay alert to fine dust levels and avoid breathing in clouds of air pollution. Now, the ideas are fun and quirky, and most importantly, they're sure to attract attention. Eye-catching ways to gauge air quality. Our news feature tonight with Oh Sooyoung.
With reports of fine dust floating around the colder months of the year, you may wonder just how clean the air is around your home, school or place of work, especially if you live in a busy city. In Korea, local governments are finding creative ways to keep residents informed. Metropolitan areas have initiated a mobile air quality monitoring service in form of a bus that goes door to door to provide area residents with answers.
These are real-time figures coming in, based on fine dust concentration, CO2, ozone levels, and more. If more than 5 area residents apply for the service, we'll track the fine dust levels in the area for roughly 7 days. Then we compile that data for public use and inform the residents about the air quality in their neighborhood.
This is just one of the ways that the government is alerting the public to the rising levels of fine dust throughout the country. According to weather experts, fine dust concentration levels have recently risen due to an increase in the yellow dust blowing in from China, as well as an increase in the usage of heating systems as people brace for the chilly weather. Fine dust is smaller than a speck of pollen, so while it's not a visible threat, it can infiltrate the lungs and cause allergic reactions and respiratory problems like asthma, or more serious diseases like lung cancer. With these dangers lingering in the air, the Environment Ministry's Air Quality Management Office is taking steps to help the public avoid fine dust exposure in their day-to-day lives. Schools and public places in Seoul and Gyeonggi-do Province have installed special traffic lights that flash green, yellow and red, which correspond to fine dust levels. Green lights indicate that the air quality is generally fair to good. Yellow means that dust levels are high and a mask should be worn. Red means that dust levels are very high and people are advised to stay indoors.
It's great because I can just look at the light and see whether the fine dust levels are good, bad, or very bad and put my mask on.
At crosswalks, colourful pairs of footprints encourage pedestrians to step back from the curb. Not only because of the proximity to traffic, but also because diesel engines are some of the biggest emitters of fine dust and other air pollutants. Standing 2 to 3 meters from the edge of the sidewalk reduces the fine dust particles a person inhales by roughly 16%. If a large vehicle restarts its engine, the distance keeps bystanders from inhaling nearly half the particles emitted. Also, on days when dust levels are particularly high, people can buy disposable dust marks from vending machines at major transit stations around the country. You can pick up one of these masks for about $1. That's about 25% less than what you pay at a pharmacy or a convenience store. The Environment Ministry aims to expand facilities and services like these around the country as part of a national plan to tackle fine dust levels and improve air quality.
One major goal is to lower the concentration of ultrafine particles in Seoul from 23 micrograms per cubic meter in 2015 to 18 within the next 10 years. That's the same level as in Paris. The difference in the numbers may only be 5, but 18 is actually a very low level. So we plan on initiating diverse measures to lower emissions.
In the meantime, the Environment Ministry recommends a code of conduct for days when air quality is bad. It includes staying indoors, washing your face regularly and using public transportation. The ministry also recommends that drivers refrain from sudden takeoffs or acceleration, actions that generate more pollutants, and maintain a sensible speed of between 60 and 80 kilometers per hour. The Korean government hopes these measures will raise public awareness and bring about significant lifestyle changes so people can breathe easy and avoid fine dust pollution. Oh Sooyoung, Arirang News.